Radio. So we are back on 3MBS Arts Weekly. We have our fabulous Nick in. He's here to chat. And, of course, Kate Herbert is going to tell us all about theatre. Hello, Kate.
Hello. Back again.
Back again. We love having you in, Kate.
Thank you.
So over to you.
Start?
Yeah.
The first one I want to talk about, Nick's here to chat with me too, and you, Phillipa, is a children's theatre show called Comedy Games by Coach Mon, M-O-N. Her name's Monica Warren. And she's on stage alone. It's at the Ivanhoe Library Theatre, or Theaterette, I think you'd call it. And it's runs until 12th of October, in case I forget to say that. It is really fun. It's for little kids. It says 4+, but there was a little 3-year-old who was totally engaged. I'll tell you what, the parents were pretty engaged as well. A couple of them were on stage doing, I'll tell you what in a minute. Coach Mon is what I'd describe as a child whisperer. She honestly controls those children so gently and charmingly. I wonder if she's been a primary school or kindy teacher, but I don't know. It may just be performance. It's physical, it's funny, it's musical. She sings, they dance, there's participation. It's just a joy.
And do they have that lovely, those kids get up utterly selfless and unself-conscious?
Absolutely.
And so it's wonderful to see.
Except for the boys, weirdly.
Oh.
What I found very interesting was that when she asked for volunteers, the boys would call things out or, put their hands up, jump up and down. But when she got a group, said, can I have volunteers? She picked out people. And then one of the boys went down and he did something completely the opposite of what she'd asked them to do, which was odd. It worked, but that's okay. He was a hurdle. Then another one went down and then ran back up again, sort of crying for no reason. And another didn't go down until he heard that they were going to get a gold medal. So he ran down. And I was watching thinking, hang on, am I imagining? Anyway, that's a whole other story,
Yes.
boys and girls. Keeping the kids interested is half the task with children's theatre. I did it for a number of years, and I always found that we did preps and kindies on occasion. And the preps were like aliens. Honestly, we never had any idea what they were going to laugh at or what would hold their attention, and we'd be surprised. A year later, the kids were totally engaged. It's just odd.
Switches on.
Yeah, it switches on the training. Anyway, she had all these wonderful strategies for keeping them quiet, like saying, do this with your arms and your body, not your mouth, which was respond like
I think I need to learn some of her things.
Yeah. She's talking about Olympic Games and she's cheering them on and saying the athletes are coming, and they don't come. The kids are calling out, they're invisible. They must be behind the curtain. So lots of games follow with the children being the athletes.
And what do the parents get to do?
Well, 2 dads get to do synchronised swimming behind a fake wall of sea. It's very funny. And the kids do eyebrow push-ups and tiny, tiny marshmallow weightlifting and slow-mo running. It's just
So
charming.
this is on past the school holidays?
It's on till the 12th, next week, Sunday. It's not on every day, I don't think, so look it up. It's called Comedy Games.
So where will they look it up?
Just look up the Fringe Festival,
okay.
or just type in Comedy Games and Coach Mon.
Yep.
You'll find her.
Good, yes.
So, I won't bang on anymore about
Now,
that.
you've been to see some very interesting non-theatre things.
Oh, yeah, theatre-y, non-theatre-y, sort of, I don't know, meta theatre, I don't know what you call them, but it's the stuff that I used to hang out to see. Look, even in the 80s and 70s, whenever these things were happening, and they've become, everyone seems to think they've reinvented the wheel, but this group in England, I'm not diminishing what they've done, it's fabulous. The company is called Subject Object.
Yes, and we
from the UK.
had Nathan Ellis, the director,
Fantastic.
on a couple of weeks ago.
Writer and director, or writer and director of one, writer of the other, and I'll explain why there's no director. I'll talk about the one with one actor first, because we had a one-actor children's show. It's called Instructions, written and directed by Nathan Ellis. I think these 2 shows won awards in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. So Instructions is one of the 2 shows, and it's a single local actor, a different one every night. And the night I saw it was an actor I didn't know, John Mark, M-A-R-C. And that actor knows nothing about the script, the content, what they're going to do, what the room looks like, what happens. Hasn't even met the director till 20 minutes before, apparently. And that is because everything the actor does and says is on a monitor in front of him. So imagine as you were sitting in front of your screen, the audience is on the other side of it. Everything you need to do or say is written on this screen as an instruction, hence the title, Instructions. We're seeing the instructions as well, but we're seeing the reaction. And it's in chapters. He is an actor auditioning for a film. what we see is and hear is a voice of an actor saying, do this, be sad, be angry, be happy, be different emotions, different physics, jump up and down, boxing, come over here and do. Then the next chapter is waiting for the callback. Or did you get it? Yeah, got it. Waiting for the date of filming. It goes on and on.
How long does it go for?
It's an hour.
Yeah.
And it's honestly engaging and immersing. And every actor will do it differently. And I think some actors, I was looking at the night before, David Woods, who's someone I've loved since he was in Ridiculousness, he lives here now, would probably do more physical and maybe vocalising in it.
And there's some really good comedians.
There's some great comedians and musical theatre people.
Christy
Tom Ballard,
Whelan-Brown.
Christy Whelan-Brown.
So every night would be really different.
Completely different. And by the end, I can only say without it being a spoiler, it seems like someone's been AI'd.
Really? What do you
They've
mean
been
by that?
filmed.
Yeah.
He's been filmed. Everything he's done in his audition has been filmed. He's replayed the scene a number of times. He's done lots of faces and actions and, films a lot of visual. He ends up seeing the film he was in.
Oh, yes.
And he wasn't ever on a set. That's as spoily as I can get, I think.
Oh,
but
okay, yes.
I think it's worth seeing.
Okay, yep.
Should we go to the next
other
thing?
one? Yes, the other one is no actors.
No actors. You've got something that we need to do first before I talk about it.
Quick thing, and we'll be back.
Newly appointed Director of Programming at the Melbourne Recital Centre, Ian Grandage AM, is something of a musical polymath. Composer, performer, conductor, festival director, musical curator, and much else besides. Ian joins me, Ted Davis, for an entertaining and insightful conversation on reflections this coming Sunday at 4, repeated next Friday at 3.
Experience the virtuosity of some of Victoria's brightest young musicians as they compete for the prestigious 2025 3MBS Victorian Young Performer Award. Join us on Sunday the 19th of October at 2 p.m. at the Good Shepherd Chapel, Abbotsford, for an unforgettable afternoon of music. Now in its 36th year, this vital youth music competition continues to inspire and celebrate the next generation of classical talent. Afterwards, enjoy afternoon tea with the finalists at the 3MBS studios. Book your tickets at 3mbs.org.au or call 9416 1035.
And we're back. Kate, next. Cab off
Next,
the
by
rank.
the same company, Subject Object, is work.txt, TXT, written and directed by Nathan Ellis, who wrote the previous show. So the reason there's no director in the first one is you're never told to do anything apart from instructions. So work.txt has no actor at all. Nobody. There's not a single actor in sight. The company's producer, I think, appears after the end to say thanks and spread the word. But as one, I've explained to you there are instructions on a screen in the previous show. In this one, the instructions on the screen are for the audience.
Oh.
So we're looking at a big projected screen at the back of the stage. We looked at that in the previous show, or I did. We read the instructions on the stage because it tells us on the screen a whole series of things. There's no actors, there's no script, there's no details, there's no director here. It's just you, and the instructions for you are on this screen.
So who gets up first?
So it's the whole audience initially reading in chorus, which is extremely interesting. So as one, we read the instructions on the screen. So some are the first ones are there is no audience, etc. There is no actors. There's no play. Some of the instruction to be read by specific people, so people who earn under $90,000, people who earn over, and they
stand up if you do. Blah blah blah.
No, just speak. They just speak the line. They read the lines.
Does anyone actually get up on the stage?
Yes.
After we
become comfortable. So it says. A man says, blah, blah. A woman says, a volunteer stands up and walks onto the stage and picks up a microphone and says whatever's on the screen. Two volunteers, they put their hands up, come up on stage, pick up a piece of script and read it. A man stands up, he comes on stage, he says his name. This night it was Bailey. He spells it, Why? We find out later. Bailey becomes the centre of the entire narrative, which is emerging. It is so clever.
Oh.
It's really cunning.
It
Thank
sounds
you,
like
Nathan
it'd be
Ellis.
scary. But I suppose you wouldn't go along if you're worried about
No, it's charming.
participating.
We even get to do some community sort of singing, kind of karaoke, because we all sing Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. It's hilarious.
Fabulous.
Hilarious.
So there's two fabulous shows to go back to back.
Yeah, so what are their names again?
The first one is Instructions, which is the one actor, and the second is work.txt.
And they're both available
at the Fringe at Trades Hall until the 12th of October.
So just look up Melbourne Fringe.
Melbourne
so
Fringe.
Much going on with Melbourne Fringe.
Subject Object. Yeah, there's lots of stuff. But these are
Subject
great.
Object.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's the company.
You have been listening to Arts Weekly on 3MBS. Thank you very much, Nick. We've missed you. So glad you're back in the producer's seat. Thank you, Kate, for coming in, and we'll be listening to you again soon. Stay